Daphne Hancock, and this is my Blackout Challenge video project. To begin, I decided to complete this Blackout Challenge on Tuesday, April 12, 2022. First off, I'll admit, I sometimes let my phone be my escape from reality when I get either stressed out or just want a break from it all. Therefore, I was nervous to take part in this challenge as I almost used my phone as a comfort object of sorts. I was not sure that I could honestly complete it as I am constantly either on my cell phone or doing assignments on my laptop. However, throughout the day, whenever I had the urge to pick up my phone, I would almost give in, but I really wanted to prove to myself that I could do it, and I had to remind myself constantly that not using technology was not the end of the world, and therefore I had to push myself to complete this challenge. I would also find other random things / tasks to do during the day when I felt the urge to grab my phone, such as going to play outside with my dog, or just simply doodling / drawing on a piece of paper just in order to refocus my attention. I particularly chose that Tuesday as I had an upcoming exam that Thursday, and typically when I study using my textbook, I'll zone out and I'll read about 2 pages maybe and immediately get back on my phone for 30 minutes or even hours sometimes, and therefore I'm never really productive in studying. However, during this day, I was able to get through chapters at a time as I didn't have my phone right next to me, which could be easily accessed, which made me realize how addicted I am to my phone, as I constantly just refresh Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc., as it is just so convenient to reach over and pick up my phone. Throughout the day, things that I did differently was that typically the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning, even before my eyes can fully open, is I'm immediately unlocking my phone and just checking every single app that I have, for which makes me stay in my bed for way too long in the mornings. However, on this day, I was actually able to start my day off early and get a head start on studying. It was refreshing not having to feel stressed and overwhelmed and start to panic about having to get things done during the day, as I had an earlier start than I normally do. Like I mentioned before, I used this day to take advantage in studying. However, I did take mental breaks, such as me and my mom went out and had lunch together, which are always my favorite thing to do, as even though I live at home and see my mom every day, we don't always spend quality time together. So it was nice just having a lunch and being able to spend time together without having to worry about, for example, an assignment on Canvas that I have to do. When I typically get in bed for the night, I will stay up for hours at a time just watching YouTube videos. However, I was able to fall asleep earlier than I normally do, and therefore I was able to naturally wake up earlier as well on the following day. This experience overall was both hard and easy at the same time for me personally. So for example, when I had my attention focused on something else hours at a time, for example, it made the day go by quicker and I wasn't really thinking about my phone. However, the hardest part of the day was when it was time to lay down for the night. This is the point where I almost failed the challenge, as it was just me and my thoughts in a dark, quiet room, and I felt the urge times 100% to just reach and grab my phone. However, I just had to close my eyes and let my mind wander until I fell asleep. Honestly speaking, I don't think that I would do this again, but it was a great experience that allowed me to mentally overcome a challenge that I never thought in a million years that I would be able to complete. Even though this challenge was very difficult overall for me personally, it was also kind of easy in a sense when I was able to refocus my attention on another task. But when my attention was lost and my mind got thinking, that is when my urge was the strongest. One thing that stood out to me during this experience was learning how much I am addicted to technology. Like the saying goes, you never know how much you miss something until it's gone. This pertains to this challenge as I never knew how much I rely on my cell phone as a technique of comfort and disbanding from reality until I could not use it and I had to rely on myself to find other things to do. Wrapping up, one final note that I would like to make is even though I probably would not go another 24 hours without technology, I am going to try and cut down on my time spent on my phone as I learned that I won't be always able to have my phone and I'll need to know how to mentally overcome and surpass the challenge. Thank you. Once again, I'm Daphne Hancock and this has been my Blackout video challenge.